This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This started about 10 seconds ago. 9 laps in, and there's the big one.
And I counted 8 cars that just came down in front of us at the start-finish line.
That's all there is, about 8.
It's Johnny Sauter right here. Remember, he was in the big one a year ago. There you see Bobby Hamilton Jr., the 25 car. Jason Keller, second points, 57 car.
Lyndon Amick, we saw him waving.
And he was running in.
What happened at turn 4? Let's see.
Oh, something happened right there.
Something happened with the 21 car, Johnny
21
Sauter.
car, yeah.
It's not hard.
Yeah, something happened, shot him down across the apron. They started checking up and behind him, Darryl.
Almost looked like he was trying to get out of the way. Have a chance. Guess what? He may have the best finish of his whole career on a day like today.
Could well happen. Joe Nemechek has led all but 8 laps of this race so far, Steve.
Well, Mike, his crew chief, Eric Phillips, was suspended after the race at Texas for an illegal spring, but he's here in spirit. They have a life-size cutout of Eric, complete with an American flag. He's got a headset on, so he's up on the pit box with Brian Patty, who's normally the crew chief. I think I'll come up here and see if I can interview him. Eric, how about it? A forced day off. You happy with the way the car's running? Right, are you going to pit here? 2 tires, 4 tires, no tires? You know, guys, this is the first crew chief I've never heard tell a lie.
That's kind almost like
Remember the Mike Wallace car that was in the top 5?
Right.
I don't know where he went, but I haven't seen him lately. He dropped off at lead draft, and he's still running up there in 5th place, but boy, he's falling back.
Yeah, 15 seconds behind the leaders.
In just a few laps, that was how important the draft was.
And the way he's running, Hornaday and that second pack will catch him.
Whoa, Chase Montgomery gets to the side of McMurray.
Across the grass, across pit road.
Roof flaps put him back on the ground. That car was fixing to take off, and those roof flaps deployed. It put him back on the ground.
And the best thing they ever did was pave all this right through here.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
No contact for Chase Montgomery, thank goodness, because that car came across the tri-oval grass like a rocket sled.
Now, what this would mean, yeah, this would give those guys an opportunity at the front to make it to pit road. But remember, cautions don't use as much fuel as green flag laps.
They won't come to pit road now.
4th caution of the day comes out on lap 111.
If you were close, you'll make it fine.
I'm going to tell you guys, that's as good of pictures I've seen. You'll watch him come through the grass right here. He's going to get into the left rear of Jamie McMurray. This is right through the tri-oval, Darryl. Right in the middle of the tri-oval. Sends him sideways through the grass. Watch this right here. I mean, this is amazing. This car was fixing to take off. Rear wheels off the ground. Roof flaps come up, back down on the ground.
Deployed as flaps.
Banded 1 hour pre-race before the Aaron's 499 Winston Cup race. 11 laps to go, and Hermie Sadler is going to fall off the lead lap. He was in 16th place. He's going to come around to pit road with just 2 handfuls of laps to go.
And again, this could be one of the first cars that are running out of fuel right here, possibly. Especially if they didn't get it full on that last stop. It was really important, all of these guys, that they got that tank completely fueled last time on. Ron Hornaday moves to the inside of Shane Milne, the 48. He blocks him all the way down to the yellow line, the out-of-bounds line.
Well, he did. He put a heck of a block on him because Ron had a good run. Now he's trying to bump draft him right on past Nemechek, and they got a head of steam here. Something's going to have to give. These 3 cars here are coming hard on Dale Jr. Dale Jr. is blocking that bottom. You can't give up the bottom.
And instead of pulling out, Nemechek gave him a push.
Yeah, well, you just can't give up the bottom. If you do, you get hung out to dry. All those cars that are on the lead lap will go right by you.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. here, look, he's moving to the high side. Remember, they're not completely up to speed right now, but boy, that group behind him, they get a run on him. That's not the place to be, Dale.
Man, I would not have done that, because I would be afraid that would be an invitation for everybody to go under me.
And remember, at Talladega, the start-finish line not here as it is at Daytona. The finish line is way down here past the end of pit road.
And Nemechek's in a dilemma. He's probably faster, but He doesn't want to go to the outside because he's afraid he'll get all those cars freight training by him. It all depends on who goes with him. If Meal would go with 87, he'd have a shot.
Mike Bliss to the outside. He's got help.
We know Bliss has got plenty of fuel now.
One driver who doesn't, Ashton Lewis Jr. He's out of gas, coasting on the apron, turn 4. And he stopped.
He stopped. We may get a caution. This could be the race. This will be the race right here. Not enough time for a red flag.
Caution will be out.
I don't think Nemechek can do anything with Dale Jr. down here to the start-finish line.
As long as he hugs the bottom.
Nobody's close enough to help him. Earnhardt Jr. brings them around through the tri-oval. Nemechek looking, but there is nowhere lower to go.
2 laps to go, but this will be the race. That'll be the race. Joe Nemechek comes across in second, Shane Mill in third, Ron Hornaday in fourth, Mike Bliss in fifth, but there is 2 laps to go, but Mike, that's not enough time to get this thing restarted. And he'll have to complete 1 more lap after this time by. This will be for the white flag.
You know, we've seen a lot of finishes like this at Daytona and Talladega. The one that comes to mind is Richard Petty's 200th win. Doug Hevron came at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. His 200th Winston Cup win. Doug Hevron.
Losing oil pressure losing fuel pressure right here.
Oh boy, 1 to go. Doug Hevron flipped in turn 1, and Richard battled Cale Yarborough to the caution flag. They bumped together. Richard got the win. Cale was angry and turned off into the garage the next time by.
But he's got to make another 2.5 miles. You can see him wiggling back and forth. You heard him say, I've lost fuel pressure. I don't have all the fuel pressure.
He'd probably like to go 2.5. He's got to go 2.6.
Oh, yeah.
This will be the longest lap of Dale Jr.'s life.
See him wiggling it back and forth just a little bit, making sure keeping fuel. Pushed over to that right rear corner. Joe Nemechek in the 87 right behind him.
Don't say nothing. Just get out there.
Don't say a thing. They know it's not over until he makes it back to this start-finish line, and he's about 3/4 of a lap away.
But Joe's not in any better shape. I mean, you know, they're both of them had the same problem. Shane Meal still running.
Now you cannot
I got
pass.
about 6 pounds.
He's all right, 6 pounds.
All right, buddy, just keep wiggling around. Get a good coast going. I know you can't pass the pace car, but do all you can.
That's 6 pounds per square inch of fuel pressure.
And Darrell, even at speed, you normally won't have about 7 or 7.5, right?
Right. The only problem is if it did run out, he's not going fast enough to coast very far.
Serpentine.
Down to about 5.
Down to about 5 pounds there at the end of the backstretch right here. See him wiggling it back and forth, continuing, trying to make sure fuel stays in that pickup.
He's got about a mile to go.
He's working it, isn't he?
We've never had this much tension on a caution lap before, I don't think.
He's making sure he don't pass that pace car.
This is what you call don't beat yourself. That's the whole thing right here. He's got it won.
Because every one of these guys had an opportunity a few laps to go to come top off with fuel.
He's got it made now. I believe, heck, he'll probably get up on the banking now.
But if that car slows much below pace car speed,
it's still running. He's fine.
He's not going to get on that 18 degrees of banking. He can't pass the pace car, but he wants to stay right with it. Wiggling back and forth.
I can see the line. Don't pass that pace car.
and Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins it with a last lap time of 2 minutes, 16 seconds.
It may only been at 70 miles an hour, but it was pretty exciting.
Joe Nemechek second, Shane Meal, Ron Hornaday, Mike Bliss, the top five. Jamie McMurray, Michael Waltrip, Mike Wallace, Coy Gibbs, and Tina Gordon finishes 10th.
Now we'll find out how much fuel he's really got.
Yeah, now he can race around to victory lane. Does he have enough fuel?
I need a push.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This is a presentation of Fox Sports.